Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Prison Architect. This is the first episode of me recording on a different day. Previous 5 are all recorded on the same day, so I've had a chance to look at your comments. Many things came up, and I appreciate that a lot. One of the things that came up was there was a patrol route where a guard, if I go to guard patrols, literally only patrolled like these 4 tiles. There was nothing making it contiguous with like the rest of the yard. So I fixed that. I've removed him, and we just have somebody outside the yard instead. And we have nobody here, but maybe that's okay for now. Another thing, we need to make a storage area. Many people asking for a storage room because that's why my prisoners are sleeping on top of these logs. Also, we have a huge backlog of, like, materials coming in, which is making it so you can't just store stuff in the delivery area. We'll make a storage area on this episode, I promise. Another thing, we have a couple of cells that are, well, actually a few cells that are not actually receiving water. And I'm looking at the map, and I am completely understanding why. Remember that large pipes can only small pipes can only take water like 30-something tiles. That being said, I'm actually kind of surprised that the water doesn't appear to be getting here. I wonder if we just connect it in like this. If this will solve that problem. For those ones, at least. And there's these ones up here. I guess we can just extend our large pipes a little bit. Like so. And then maybe put like some small pipes in like this just to make sure those get it. And then this one, I mean, to me this looks like it should be able to get it. But we'll put some pipes into the walls here. And that should solve the problem, I think. Anyway, in the meantime, we'll go up to speed 3 because we also have... do we have prisoners? Good, it's close to new prisoners. We have our infrastructure for our new cell block and, you know, lots of different things being installed here. My guess is that I probably wanted this to be a new yard. Kind of an interesting decision on my part. In fact, you know what? I think that's kind of a terrible place to put that. I've been playing a lot of Prison Architect in my downtime, and, you know, hopefully I'm a lot better now than I was before. We're gonna demolish those fences. Maybe I just put those up to, like, get an entrance or something. I can't remember. And what we'll do, I don't know what the heck's going on over here. That's just garbage on the ground, I guess. What we'll do over here is try to connect this fence to this fence and make like a larger yard that is more communal, and that gives us more space to work with here. By the way, before we get too far into it, I want to say like a sincere thank you to everybody who's been showing their support for the Prison Architect series. I'm glad that you like it so much, and you know, people have been giving me pretty much exactly the comment that I wanted over and over, which is, it's strangely meditative to watch you build an ever-expanding prison. I don't know why. You know, I think Introversion, when they made the game, kind of had the idea that something like that could happen. But yeah, it's a game where things can go terribly wrong from time to time, but it's also strangely relaxing and kind of, you know, zen-like to just kind of, you know, well, we've done this, we've fulfilled their needs, let's build again and do it again. You know, like, just keep iterating on those puzzle solutions that we come up with. So, if I could do this prison over again, and we probably will start a new prison when the next alpha comes out, but that probably won't be until early October, at the earliest, I would definitely mess with my canteens. I made them way too small. Kitchen's probably too small as well. The way I like to build my prisons now is like one huge communal canteen, and build it way bigger than is actually necessary to start with, and then, you know, it's future-proofed for a long time. I also like to have a big communal yard, as opposed to what I was trying to do, which is like several different yards. But anyway, the main thing that we're going to be looking for here is raising our prisoner capacity to 100. So we got another day going on in the prison. Still lots of stuff being built here, but at least our deliveries are not backed up anymore, so we know that this will be finished soon. Illegal narcotics still only at 70%. I'm going to show you something. If we go to... where is it? Contraband. We can actually see the sources of where our inmates are getting this contraband from. So they're getting drugs from visitation, you know, maybe their friends bring them in. We just found booze there. That does count. Yeah, maybe their friends or family are bringing them in. Same with, like, cell phones, luxury. Poison, medicine, and scissors are coming from our visitation, not a visitation room, the infirmary across from here with the doctors. So I'm wondering if I should maybe put a guard or even a metal detector at the entrance to the infirmary. I'm not sure. We just had a bunch of money come in. Or we just spent a bunch of money. Oh, because we're doing a reform session. We're only one illegal narcotic away from finishing our crackdown on drugs grant, which will give us an extra $10,000. Not that we need it right now, but we are going to want to buy some land soon because we're, you know, pushing up against the small edges of the map here. And we are closing in on 100 prisoners. So let's just cool it for now. Are all prisoners getting fed? That's something I'm going to be paying very close attention to today, as I look to see if I need to make another cafeteria, or canteen, I should say, if I need to build another canteen. We're going to have to wait until our next meal time. Do they get there fast enough, and do they eat fast enough when they're in there? We're at 58%. We have one in solitary, so I'd like to see this number climb to about, 90 by the end of the day. It's actually going down. Let's take, our revolt risk is basically 0. Sorry, I've been playing too much Crusader Kings, apparently, or EU4. Let's look at our needs quickly. All the needs seem to be pretty much taken care of, so I think we're free to expand. So let's plan for some expansion here. I think the first thing we're going to want to do is set up our cell block. So I think I guess we probably don't need a hallway coming down this way, because we could just demolish this wall instead. So we can just be content with one hallway. So let's make cells first. And I know we can just copy paste them with the clone tool. So maybe that's exactly what we'll do. Let's get the clone tool out here. And we want to make sure we get the back wall and the upper wall. I always struggle with the clone tool for some reason. We basically want to capture like this, if I'm correct. Let's pop this in here. Yeah, okay. And we're just going to stretch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we can do 10. The 11th one would block our hallway. So there's 10 there. And then we're going to take the clone tool and we're going to capture these ones. We need the bottom wall, but not the top wall. And we don't need the right wall necessarily. And then that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be 10 again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we would be smart before things get too closed off due to like jail doors and stuff like that, to install some large piping. And then our toilets are going to be along the back walls, so it'll just be like this and like this and like that, and that'll get taken care of. Alright, so that'll be another 20 cells. That'll take us up to 88. We should be able to fit 100 total in this new area for sure. Oh, we actually have had students pass our oh, we found our 10th narcotic there too, so that's an extra 10,000, which basically pays for these cells. But we had some students pass the foundation education course. Let's take a look at that while things are being built here. So we'll look at our programs. 7 passed, 35%. You know, could be better, but it's a start. We need 15 to pass. I'm not sure how we make them more likely to pass, to be honest with you. Another thing we might want to build soon is a workshop safety induction, which is it requires a workshop, basically, as you might expect. Alright, so everything in the prison seems to be going pretty well right now. We're gonna want, because I've built this in like weird kind of self-contained cell blocks, we're gonna want a reasonably sized shower. And I say we make a large canteen, maybe like in the middle here, because I'm thinking we'll probably expand with another cell block down here. That might be a little silly, but I think that's the proper way to handle it. So let's also expand our yard. So we'll build this fence out like this. And it's not going to make it, you know, extraordinarily larger. What's going on over here? Do you see this? Maybe they're cleaning stuff up over there, yeah. So we'll expand our yard like this. And once that's built, we'll demolish this part of the fence, and we'll just expand the yard kind of roomage, if you will. I don't know how big our yard needs to be, but if we have 100 prisoners, you know, I don't want them all to be super close together. I want them to get the most of their recreation time. Oh, we found some poison. That should probably put you in solitary confinement if I had to guess. I apologize. Apparently there is a large jet aircraft that is taking off outside of my apartment right now. I sincerely have no idea what that actually is. I hope you can't hear it too much. You know what? I think it's actually like a street sweeper or something like that. In any case, provided you know an atomic bomb doesn't go off here soon, that's okay. Our prisoners are still sleeping with logs, so we are going to want to take the opportunity pretty soon to make sure that we build a storage room. This is comical. Let me take a look at this for a second. I'll be right back. These guys are just going to do what they do. All right. It's this freaking... They're pumping the septic tank outside. I'm gonna move my mic away from the window. You might not even be able to hear it, but for me, it's like a deep, low hum inside of my brain that's just going like... It's majestic. I'm not sure if this area here is big enough for a storage room. Maybe I'll take a look at the requirements. It just holds materials. I think we're gonna need a room that's bigger than that. Which, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You don't want a storage room that's, like, smaller than your holding cell. Probably. We could also, like, build it down here. But I think we already have this big space over here, so why not just build it up over here? The problem, of course... Actually, you know what? Why don't we take this opportunity and hire some more workmen? So we'll take, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an extra $400 a day. But hopefully it'll get things done, because now we have, 12 workmen? Yeah, it'll get things done 50% faster. I hope, which is a good start for me, I'd say, because these cell blocks are taking forever to build, and I want to get new prisoners in here so I can, you know, read their bios in a dramatic voice. Hopefully no more Netflix original series spoilers, though. So we'll wait till these cell blocks are done, and then we'll, I might just pop a storage room down, like, right here. Even though it's, kind of a weird place for it, I just want to make sure that it actually gets done. So we'll plan for a wall here, and we'll take it, we'll build it like 3 cells long, and then like this deep, like that, and we'll just put an entrance to that. Like, is this as tall as a cell is? Because we can make this also a cell block on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 from bottom to top. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's too big. Like this? Could we fit a cell in there? It'd be 3 by 2. Yeah, okay. This is not big enough for a storage room, I think, though. Well, maybe we'll give it a try anyway. And we'll put the entrance here so we can still put cell blocks there. So let's put some brick walls here. Now they're honking at each other outside. I don't know what's going on here. And we'll make sure that it just has a staff door, because some of these materials would probably be beloved by the prisoners as, like, you know, escaping potential. For right now, though, the prison is relatively self-sustaining. I know you guys might not even be able to hear it, but if you can, I sincerely apologize for the low hum. It's actually, like, vibrating my desk right now. It's been a long summer of defecation, and now we have to reap the consequences of it. So we're up to 83 cells now. Once these other ones get finished, it should be 88. This room is finished, so let's make sure that we have a storage room set up there, and that should allow us to get those logs out of the prisoners' cells. I mean, this is not a huge room, but it's big enough. And we'll start letting some prisoners in tomorrow so we can start making more money. We can also, because we finished one of our grants, we can look at another grant, and we finished something in bureaucracy as well. So let's go look at our grants here. Cell block C's in progress. Oh, thank God they turned it off. We could do a long-term investment, but it's, I don't know. I don't really love it that much. It's just basically free money, but you have to wait. So we can do a psychology test or some kind of a scientific experiment here. Serve a single, low-quantity, low-variety meal for 2 days, and then serve 3 high-variety, high-quantity meals for 2 days. That would make us a lot of money. Well, a decent amount of money, but it would also make our prisoners very mad. So I think we'll do that later. Let's just do long-term investment for now. Because we can't get any more, what do we need for this? Governmental security ratings. Are they both behind that? No, we need prison manufacturing. I mean, we could easily do governmental security ratings. Sure, let's do it. So we'll go bureaucracy, and we'll, we've already researched, like, almost everything here. I'm not going to research offshore tax haven. I will, doesn't really matter. We don't need anything to research right now. We can just kind of cool it off for a little bit. I'll work on that grant later. For now, I'm content with things the way they are. Alright, so the storage room is actually being filled up here, which I'm very, very happy about. Oh, we got some more metal detector stuff going on over here. Nothing in particular. I'm really, like, looking at these canteens, I'm like, man, these are shoddily designed. But that's what happens when you design them, like, piecemeal. Alright, we can handle another 26 prisoners now. So we're gonna open up to normal risk. I did a prison off camera just for fun in my downtime that was like all maximum security. And on the first day, they just like stole a bunch of stuff and then killed the guard. And I was like, you know what? I think this is right about my exact correct pace. I think normal security is where I need to be. You know what? This storage room is way too small. Let's make it 2 cells long. So that would make it like another, if we use brick wall here, it'll be, it's gotta have 3 interior spaces. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, and then the wall. And we will demolish these walls. I didn't realize the storage room would have to be that big, but it makes sense. You know, we're doing a lot of building. So I'm not especially surprised about it. And better to have a clean prison and not have prisoners sleeping on top of timber that maybe they could use to make their escape. That's my philosophy on things at the very least. Well, we will have new prisoners arriving tomorrow. I'm excited to read 8 new bios. We'll make sure to stretch our storage room size here. Just want to make sure we have a prison that's running effectively. And this is good. Okay. What else do we need? If we're taking in 8 new prisoners, but the prisoners are getting fed relatively well, so I don't think we need the new canteen yet. But maybe we should plan for it. But we'll start by just putting down more cells because I am greedy and want as much money as is humanly possible. So is this cell set up like... Yeah, this is exactly how I want it set up. I think. Doesn't this seem too... It doesn't have a back wall. That's okay. We can give it a back wall with our clone tool from the other side. Alright, this is actually more organized than I've ever been with anything in my entire adult life. It's a nice change of pace for me. Weird way to use the clone tool, but it is, you know, it's appropriate. It gets the job done. That'll give us another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So another 14 cells, which will take us to 102 capacity, which will allow us to get that cell block C complete and get an extra $20,000. And also host another batch of prisoners, which will allow us to get even more money. And I think we're at a pretty good point of financial safety right now. And then, like, this next area will be showers, canteens, and another kitchen. And then we'll talk about, like, bulldozing this area in a minute. We also need to break down this fence here. And, you know, we can actually break this one as well. I hope. If they start escaping, I'm going to be relatively unhappy about the way that our situation went down there. But for now, I think it's okay. So we're going to build again down into these walls here. And then we'll do small pipe across here. Oh, small pipe across here because this is where our toilets are going to be. And small pipe across here because this is where our toilets are going to be. Alright. And we'll let the workmen do what they do. And man, our storage room is pretty much exactly the right size right now. Maybe even a little bit too small still, which is very surprising to me. What, we already have a prisoner in this cell? We just built it moments ago. You can't just, like, pick and choose your cells, man. I don't have, like, guard patrols and stuff set up there yet. Alright. We will stretch out our yard here. Look, I'm a benevolent warden, okay? I'm not really the warden. Sort of. But I want this place to be a good prison. I want to rehabilitate people, you know? I don't want to just, house them. My lights are going to be all off kilter here. That's okay. We want them in this row. And this row. Like this. And this. And this. I just saw like a Pokeball flash on the screen. That was a little weird for me. Oh, we found some cigarettes. That's what it is. Pokeball, cigarettes, same thing. The guards are doing their job, you know? They're putting people in solitary. How many solitary cells do we have now? 1, 2... 3, 4. 4 solitary cells for what's going to be 70 prisoners tomorrow. We'll probably need to build some more, but we can actually do that insanely easily. Just like this. Because these are like the perfect size to house solitary. And that sound, I think, means we have prisoners coming in like 8 hours. You'll know when there's a riot, because they, the sound is more like, people getting, you know, punched in the face. Which is what we'll need our infirmary for. Eventually. But for now, things are going well here. We have 92 prisoner capacity. That's 92% of 100 if it's been a while since you, you know, we're in math class. That's okay. Everybody's good at something. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about it. We'll probably let this go, maybe until just after the prisoners arrive, and then I'll end the episode here. Come on, get out of there, man. You can freehand a bed, but can't open a door. Just hold it in one hand, you big baby. Now, we're in a little bit of a wonky spot here. We can't put any more capacitors around our power station, but we kind of desperately need to. I could bulldoze a wall. That scares the crap out of me. For reasons that I hope are probably relatively obvious. Let's put down our solitary doors first, but that's actually probably the most pressing issue that we'll deal with in the next episode. Let's get our toilets down here and here. We'll deck out the rooms as solitary. Oh, we had 5 of them, actually. That's my bad. And, well, we can't put that one down yet. And we'll make sure that they have pipes, too, because, you know, last thing you want when you're by yourself is just a tiny room full of your own poop fumes. Oh, that one up there won't be connected. Helps to maintain a consistent line. We haven't invented quantum plumbing yet. It's on the to-do list. I read science, and yeah, scientists are working on it. Top men, I assure you. I think we finished something in bureaucracy. Oh, we weren't even researching anything in bureaucracy. We're just making money. I didn't even realize. So our prisoners are arriving in an hour. 5 prisoners have serious complaints. What about? What are your complaints about now? Food. Well, of course. Do I really give them free time early in the morning? I might want to change my regime. Because people are going to be very hungry, but I guess they'll figure it out. Are there 2 solitary doors to be built here still? Like, my gut tells me yes. But maybe I didn't actually build them? Oh, that was stupid of me. Alright, and we'll drag out this solitary here as well. And I'd say we're... Oh, we don't want it there. I'd say we're in a pretty... maybe we do want it there. No, it's not enclosed. Okay, I'm an idiot. It's been a couple of days, I guess, since I played Prison Architect. We'll just delete that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Made the solitary rooms a bit bigger than they should have been. Alright, the prisoners are here. I missed them? Oh, no. Are they still being escorted? The whole thing is the bio. Alright, well, we've got one out here. Let's find them. Found shoplifting. This is Colin Gamer Campbell. Found shoplifting and pirating hundreds of video games and the newest consoles and Macs. He was caught a year later and sentenced to this prison for X number of years. That is 10 years for traffic. Fair enough, all right? Who else do we have? That's Campbell. This is, Treese. Are you new? Ryan, the Philosopher Fellows. Ryan, the Philosopher Fellows was convicted of theft after all but one book was found to be missing from a library he frequented nightly. Authorities confirmed suspicions when neighbors reported Ryan building a castle of books in his backyard. Dude, just buy cinder blocks. They're way cheaper per unit cost. That's Fellows. Where is Treese? Like, oh, right there. Okay. 7 years for false imprisonment. Lame. This is a high-res face. Arno Adam. Arno Adam was charged with negligent homicide after he tossed his computer out of a window. Upon learning that the Interversion software game Subversion had been cancelled, he accidentally killed a pedestrian down in the street with it. That sucks, man. Bad luck all around. Moon. Great name. Andrew Moon. Weren't you the geologist or the biologist from Prometheus? How about you, Gibbs? I've kind of lost you here in the... There we go. 4 years for kidnapping. I blew it. Oh, Lincoln is a high-res face, too. That's not Lincoln. That's Lifshin. Ross Flame Lifshin used to be a very kind and generous man until one day he bought a grenade thinking it was a beef patty and threw it into a burger restaurant. He laughed at the screams of the burning people and is now serving a 69-year sentence. A man after my own heart. Gotta wonder what kind of stores he frequents where a mistake like that can actually happen. But in any case, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button, helps out a great deal. I'll be back with the next episode tomorrow. Thanks for enjoying the series so far, and I'll see you next time.